Hi guys, Caller here, bringing you set 2 of Flash versus Mind in the MSL Round of 16. And I have to say, if Mind had a tough game, a tough match up for him in Game 1, it's even tougher in Game 2 now. He is down 1-0 against the young and great Flash, and what can he do right now? In Game 1, he tried to do an interesting little proxy barracks into fast command center build, which I think was basically ill-advised against Flash, considering how good Flash is in dealing with rushes. And Flash actually went for a rush of his own, so basically, Mind just found himself up the creek, proverbially. And on this map, we have Flash spawning in red at the lower right. We have Mind spawning in orange at the upper left, or rather, Flash is the lower left also. Map is Othello. Of course, in Terran versus Terran, I do expect the ramp, not the ramp, but the ledge over the natural expansion to prove quite pivotal in these battles, because if you drop there, you can shell the natural expansion, as every Terran loves to do on Lost Temple on the internets. Uh, Not that I play on the internet anymore. I have no time to play anything right now. But maybe one day I'll actually be able to play this game once again, and lose terribly to people. Anyway, Mind looks like he's yeah, this is Mind. Yeah, Mind just building a supply depot right next to his command center, just to give a little bit of protection to his SCVs, putting it below there, whereas Flash is choosing to put it in the position which squeezes the SCV to the right when it's created. Makes him mine a little bit faster. And we'll have to see what Mind does. I think Flash can basically, well, obviously the impetus is also on Flash to win, but Flash is sitting quite comfortably. He could be, I think, to play it safe, Flash could be just going for a very standard Terran factory build here, and knowing that he could probably outplay Mind in the mid and late games. And looks like he's going to be going for a mirror build here of Mines, both going for the probably 12 barracks, 12 refinery. Very standard and safe Terran versus Terran build, of course. And looking at the other games that are in the MSL right now, let me know what you guys want to see, actually. I'll just read them off right now. I'm definitely going to do Firebathero versus Much, because I have a strange and just bizarre fascination with Firebathero, as I'm sure many of you two also have. Uh, and neither player has gone out for a scouting SCV yet. Interesting. Both players still in the dark about each other. But yeah, some of the other games that could be coming out include things like Nada versus Huasin. I actually think someone else is doing that, so I might not do it unless that person backs out or something. Both players getting their factories, by the way. So there's Nada versus Huasin, Jaedong versus Lucifer. That's definitely my next pick. Quanro versus Lomo, Free versus Light, 4GG versus C, and Kanata versus Cal. Those are the 6 other ones, other than Flash and Firebathero. Anyway, so let me know which ones you like to see. I think Lucifer versus Jaedong should be interesting. Nada versus Huasin should be interesting. The others, Lomo Quanro could be interesting. Free Light, 4GGC, no. Kanata, Cal, probably interesting, actually. Now, both players going for the scouts. Looks like Mind is going to be actually landing at barracks in an interesting location. Now planting his secondary right now. And that barracks is just placed there to make a little bit more of a obstruction in case Flash goes for some kind of fast vulture push. And Flash looks like he's going to be building a supply depot or a command center at that area overlooking his natural expansion. Interesting enough, Mind does not have a machine shop going down just yet, so he's not going to have that first tank out anytime soon. I think that's a bit risky, actually. If Flash had decided to go for something like 2 Factory, he'd be in huge trouble right now against mass vultures. But regardless, perhaps he wanted to get the command center out just a little bit earlier, trying to gain any method possible of gaining an edge against Flash. And Flash is going to be building a command center in the comfort of that ledge looking above, and he's going to get his machine shop, so probably going to produce a tank there first. Mind with 1 vulture out. And so far, this is it looks like this is a fairly standard set of Terran versus Terran builds right now. We haven't seen anything deviate too much, like in the first game, which was kind of insane. Both going for the same proxy barracks. And Mine is going for a second factory right now. And we'll have to see what Flash does. Flash could go for an early starport, or he could just go for mass factories. And wow, Mind, is he going to get the scout up? I don't think so. And for all of you guys who've been sending me a lot of suggestions, I really appreciate them. There's been a lot of interest in games like CHRH versus Bisu. I think a lot of people want to see that. In general, I would prefer games that are near the present just because I can't download high quality videos of older games. However, of course, I do have tons of commentaries on older games. I just ignore the bad quality. But if there are games in the last, I believe, like 2 or 3 weeks, I can download them off of the VOD tracker on Team Liquid or off of BASI, and I can do them with high quality videos, which is much nicer than watching the rather blurry Flash videos that you get from YouTube. Regardless, looks like much. Not much. Mind now has 2 tanks and a vulture, but Firebathero is actually pushing forward with 2 tanks of his own. It's going to be a little bit of a micro battle. Mind is going to push Flash back, though. He's got 3 SCVs there also. Maybe he's going to try to go for a counterattack here, not just satisfied with pushing Firebathero back, and actually Firebathero losing. No, Flash losing a tank there. Wow, every Firebathero there was Flash. Flash losing a tank here. Mind continuing to push forward here with SCVs and 2 tanks, but Flash has another tank coming up, and I think he'll be able to stop this push, but he won't actually. He loses another tank, and now tank-on-tank combat here. I think Mind is going to lose his tank this time, though. No, he doesn't actually. Wow, he doesn't lose his tank, but he loses it to the Marines, actually. So both players trading armies there. No harm done, really, to either player there. I think Flash may have lost 1 tank more than Mind overall in that combat, but Mind also lost, I think, 2 Marines or something. Regardless, Flash now pushing forward with Goliaths, actually. Goliaths and Marines, so he's trying to end this quickly, I have to say. Going for Goliaths, that's interesting. And so has Mind. Mind's also gone for Goliaths. So instead of going for Siege mode, it appears both players have gone for fast Goliaths, just trying to end it as soon as possible. Wow. And Starport up for Mind and probably building a dropship right now. Flash has not got his dropship up yet, or his control tower up to get a dropship. And this game is starting to get heated up very soon. I think what Mind is trying to do is capture that early ledging, that ledge as early as possible in the game and get himself an advantage that way. And these Goliaths may be able to pick off Flash's barracks here. And if Mind can get a drop there with even 1 tank and 1 Goliath, say, on the ledge, that's going to prove a huge problem for Flash. And Flash just trying to stop this from happening, but the barracks goes down anyway. And Mind has siege mode now. And I think Mind's going to hold this. I'm not sure what Flash is doing here. Looks like no, he might not be able to hold it. He's going to try to move those Goliaths close, and looks like, yeah, wow, a Flash with just perfect knowledge of the game. I mean, just knowing that his forces would barely be able to eke out a victory there, but a victory nonetheless. And Mind is now, once again, just having to rely on what he's producing from his base. Both players do have their expansions up, and dropship play, I believe, is going to be crucial on this map. There are so many little artifacts on this map that you can land on, and I commentated on the game between, I think, the STC and Up Magic a long time ago, like a few weeks ago on this map, and it was really interesting. There's a lot of ledge dropping, a lot of positional gaming here, and Flash, by the way, has his own dropships out too, his own first dropship out. Mind now dropping, but the problem is he's let Flash know that he's there at this point with a dropship and 2 tanks. So Flash probably, wow, Flash has 2 dropships. So if Mind tries to drop it on the ledge now, it's going to be too late for him. He's not going to be able to do much before Flash just drops all over it and ends any kind of attack coming from there. Meanwhile, Flash continuing to get his macro up, getting a lot of factories now, probably up to 5 right now. And Mind also has gotten a dropship, and this is turning out to be the classic modern, the standard modern Terran versus Terran game, which is quite exciting to watch. It's very positional based, and wow, it's all about dropships and dropping, and who drops first, who drops second, all this stuff. And Mind now is going to drop this ledge, just as I predicted. He is going to be dropping this ledge, and wow, can Flash get on top of there, actually? I don't think Flash can get up there, though. Mind has unsieged his tanks, which is what you need to do if you're facing a drop. You don't want your tanks in siege position, and you want your Goliaths to focus fire on the dropships, and incoming dropships from Flash here. Flash dropping all over this place. Mind has most of his tanks sieged up. I think Flash is going to be able to take this out. I believe it's going to be really close, though. And wow, no, Flash doesn't take this out. Flash does not take this out. Does he? Wow. one Goliath left for Flash, and Flash now with reinforcements is going to be able to take this out. But Mind picks up his one remaining tank, and now Flash picking at these dropships. Mind needs to move this dropship. A little bit careless if he loses, but he doesn't. Wow, that was some exciting combat up there. I don't think Mind did much damage to Flash, though. Mind has taken the opportunity